Hello Guild, this is Laramie. I wanted to make videos for you guys on the information you need to have as things come up and changes are made. It's going to be an easy way for you guys to stay updated and an easy way for me to share things with you without having to type it all out. First of all, I wanted to say thank you for giving us a shot. That goes not just for the founding members, but also those of you who have just been with us a day or a few hours even. There are a lot of RP guilds on Moonguard, so I wanted to thank you guys for introducing one of your characters to us. On the agenda for this video, I'm going to talk about 5 things, and then we can get back to doing what we love, just playing video games. So I'm going to go over the history of the guild and my background as a GM, what we hope for in the future of the guild, where to start if you're new to the guild, and answer some of the questions people have had for me, as well as the current goals to shoot for this month. To start off, I'm not a new player. I'm also not new to RP. I've been playing since vanilla and RPing for well over a decade now. I've been RPing in WoW for 6 of those years. I've been an officer in various guilds and the GM in a few others, mostly normal servers to experience PvE, raid content. I found my way to Moonguard because I was specifically told that I shouldn't go there. People often said if you want to ERP, go to Moonguard. Any other RP is essentially dead and you should give up. So the first thing I did was rebel and rolled a female Night Elf warrior on Moonguard. So I got to Moonguard, I noticed 2 things. ERP was prevalent and nearly exclusive to a few areas in the game, and there were so many more regular RP guilds to choose from. So I went searching through guilds and, attending events only to find that the RP community on Moonguard was scattered throughout a lot of little guilds that just weren't going to make it. A lot of the really established RP guilds were no longer advertising anywhere, except for maybe like, private forums or Blizzard forums, and they just weren't accessible. Later on, I rolled a Worgen, which I was super excited about because their lore has so much flavor. I adored the area. At first I didn't plan to start a guild. I attended a series of those public Gilneas events, the ones I'm talking about. They're always in trade, they're like, are you the king? You decide. So, after going to those short-term RP events, I figured out that they're led by a handful of players. Attendees are the same core group of people, and the result was a popularity contest. I got along well enough with the folk hosting them. There's no bad blood there, but I stepped out and quickly saw that there were issues with that type of pug RP. I struggled for a long time trying to find a guild that wanted to do long-term RP in Gilneas, so I decided to start my own. I wanted to create an environment where people with different playstyles can enjoy being in the guild without sacrificing the quality and focus of RP. I wanted people with full-time jobs to feel at home. I want moms and soldiers and people with hectic schedules to feel at home just as much as those who have all day to play if they want. I think it's safe to say that we all want this guild to be as big as it can without sacrificing quality community. If we can, pull that off with, 50 people, if we can pull off everything with 50 people, that's okay. If we have to shoot for 500 to make it work, then we will. But we want a quality 500 if that's the case. So what do I mean when I say quality? To me, a quality player is one that shows up when they say that they will, even if they can only attend, 1 event a month. Who can let someone know when they have to cancel. Someone who is willing to leave politics and hot topics out of guild chat so we can all just play WoW. Someone who represents the guild well by conducting themselves like adults. Someone who is able to stay in character even if they are still working on spelling and grammar, and players who demonstrate good form and etiquette in raids, dungeons, PvP. I have a vision of a place where you can pop in, join the event that's going on that day, and log out knowing that you've had a good time. My main focus is going to be managing the long-term RP in Gilneas. I want this to be strong and I want it to be quality. This brings me to my next point. If you are new to the guild or you've been with us for a while and you've never sent me an in-game email declaring your title and or role description, please, please, please do this. There's a post right here on the guild Tumblr called I'm in the Guild Now What? This is a guide for you guys. It breaks down what it means to declare your title and your role description and gives you examples on how to do it. It's super simple, super quick. I ask you to do this because it helps you, understand where we are number-wise, helps me understand the roster, shows me trends as far as how our members like to RP, and ultimately it lets me know how to accommodate you. If you join this guild and you feel like you're missing out on something, it's because I assume that if you don't send me this email, you're simply here for the guild perks, which, let me say, is totally fine by me in every way. But I will have no idea that you want to be involved or what level of leadership you'd like to have. So, please bring this to me. It's going to help us so much. There is another post here on the Tumblr called Summer 2015 Event Calendar Begins. This is going to outline the types of events that we offer and the dress code for them if there is one at all. The exact times and locations for these events are found in game in the calendar rather than on the Tumblr. And this is to prevent people from, crashing the party. When you first join the guild, I have a macro that directs you to the guild Tumblr. Sometimes chat can push that out of the way, so I'll mention it here as well. Our Tumblr page is your best friend. This is a good place to start with common questions folks have had, actually. I'm often asked why a Tumblr and not a website. Tumblr is tied to my guild email address, which is tied to Chrome, which is in turn tied to my cell phone. This is a very good combo for me. When something is submitted or posted or shared or moves at all, my phone lights up. I like being able to respond quickly to new information, and Tumblr allows me to do that in a way that other things do not. Furthermore, I don't have the time to manage a site because I manage a guild. So Tumblr provides this for me. It puts the newest information on top, so you really only have to put in our URL and the most recent news is in your face without clicking around. The more clicks it takes to get information to someone, the less effective it becomes. Statistically speaking, it's been established that WoW players do not often visit the guild websites provided for them, but they are also less likely to join an RPA guild that does not have a site. And guilds with a site tend to be more organized when it comes to their core members. If we get lucky and get this information to you guys via our site, we need it to be a site that requires little work to use. So I'm often asked if, we're going to have a site, and until we have someone with that skill set to make another site that works as efficiently, we're, sticking with Tumblr. I am also asked often if you're allowed to host your own events, and the answer to that is absolutely, please do. When I put in the calendar an event, I'm putting up what I can commit to personally. It's a foundation. If you guys want to host non-ERP events, have at it. I'll ask, you guys please do not set up an RP that sets up a canon or permanent backstory to the guild. Our guild RP in Gilneas is responsible for setting up what is true canon for the guild. People like to do balls and social gatherings and murder mystery dinners and quest adventures, and that's fine. Please do that in character, enrich your character's experiences, but please try to be neutral lore-wise if you can about our guild history if you don't know what it is or you don't follow the Gilneas RP. Another big question is, I hear we aren't allowed in Elwyn Forest. Why is that? I don't even RP, but I like to hang out there. And this is why. There's a huge stigma about RP and Moonguard especially, that we are all, sex crazed and spend every waking moment in Pornshire. And this can be intimidating to someone trying to get into RP. When someone asks in trade, what's a good RP guild with no ERP, I one day want the answer to be try the court. So I don't want the guild name above your head to be seen in Goldshire, and since I'm not going to sit in Goldshire and babysit, I'm going to watch the roster for anyone over level 12 who's just, you know, sitting in Elwynn Forest. You know, I don't hate ERP that much. If you want to ERP and be in our guild, you have options. Do it via Whisper in a place that's not Elwynn Forest. Don't put it in guild chat. Make an alt that's not in the guild. You know, then you can ERP in Goldshire as much as you want in any way that you want. You know, please understand as well that, you know, Blizzard does a good job with PR and addressing this issue, but legal complications do arise. You don't know how old someone is on the other side, and there's a lot that could go wrong there, and we want to avoid that. For this reason, I don't recruit or host events in Elwynn Forest. It's not fair to recruit someone from Elwynn, get them excited, and then drop on them that, you know, they'll be asked to not hang out in Elwynn. So if you recruit a new person and everyone, you know, is allowed to invite someone to the guild, but if you recruit a new person, please let them know, you know, we do have this rule. Another thing I'm asked is, what are the rules? We have already talked about Goldshire. I'm planning a short list to put on the Tumblr, but there aren't many rules. The big thing that I will say is that while I don't care at all if you swear in guild chat, like, I don't even remotely care if you do, but there are things I don't want to see in guild chat. If it isn't respectful, don't say it. Also, there's, you know, a time and place for politics and activism. Playing video games is video game time, and we are here to relax. So this guild's going to remain politically neutral about matters outside of the game. You know, whisper one another about it, you know, do whatever, but take it out of guild chat. Remember that you're in mixed company with people from all over the world, and this is their time to escape from the real world for a bit. So leave the advancement of gender equality for the forums at home, leave the N-word to your personal life. There are, you know, plenty of outlets for that, but the guild won't be one of them. So that also goes for the word rape. I understand gamers say it a lot, but I don't want to have to address it again because someone chose to use the word lightly and someone couldn't feel chill while gaming. On the other side of this, if someone says something in guild chat and you don't like it, send me a screenshot and I will make an executive decision about it when I have the time. Don't argue with them, don't fight with them, don't keep on about it. Just send me that email and go about your business. Keep in mind that I don't have to do anything about it, and I'm not a babysitter. I will do what I can to eradicate hostility, and, you know, I don't play favorites. So, and I also don't have time for the drama. We're adults playing video games, and there's no reason to make it any more complicated than that. Also, if you see the notification that someone's been kicked from the guild, consider it dealt with and the issue over. Cheering or hollering about it isn't playing video games, so, you know, let's just not. Okay, so let's talk some pleasant shit. Goals for this month. Recruiting is very important. Everyone wants a guild with a lot of people and lots of activity, so we need to recruit. It sucks and it makes us seem like we're all about the numbers, but keep in mind that we make this place better than numbers by being pleasant and helpful once they get here. Challenge yourselves also to attend an event of some kind. We need people to show up to the events. People are asking for events that they aren't showing up for. You want a guild with events, we have events, challenge yourselves, you know, to do something new. I hate being the sad druid bird perched alone waiting for people to attend these things, especially if they're marked as confirmed in the calendar, especially so. And I understand that people can't attend everything, you know, but challenge yourself to try. That's how being an active guild works. A lot of people want an active guild, so they join a guild, attend 0 events, and then leave the guild because nothing's happening. Well, nothing's going to happen if you don't show up. I know that would seem like super obvious, but it's not. So I'm encouraging you guys to attend some things and to host it if I don't have the time to provide it. While recruiting, keep in mind we need ambassadors. What are ambassadors? That awesome post I drew up for you guys called I'm in the Guild Now What explains what they are. They're really cool. It offers RP exclusive to your race and a chance to really influence the direction of the guild as a whole. It's a really neat opportunity there. So familiarize yourself with that. Try to get some people on board. Get involved yourself if that's, something that interests you. But let's also challenge ourselves to attend out of character guild meetings. This is a great way to offer your ideas and your suggestions. There are tools to make your experience better, guys. Like, I want your feedback. Come to those meetings. Send me an email if you can't. It's really important. I can't make changes that I don't know about. I also want to talk about the photo contest. No one participated in our first one, and it offered a 1K payout to the winner. And that's like one piece of heirloom gear, guys. A battle pet from the AH, a piece of transmog gear, whatever. And no one did it. Please do. The rules are simple. It's, super fun, selfie, screenshot. You can submit it via Tumblr if you don't want to use your personal email and you have a Tumblr. Or you can make a fake Gmail and send it if you're worried. I don't snoop or share email addresses or any of that, but I do encourage you to, use a new one or Tumblr. But, it's simple, easy gold to make. Also, share your art with us. That's another thing. Like, I want to do more of these videos and post things to Tumblr. If you're artistic, send me some of it, and I'll feature it if I have the time to attach it. I love that sort of thing. And this guild is also about you guys. You're the heart of it. Sharing your talents really builds community here, and it's super cool to see. I watch a lot of streams, and there are 2 streamers that I adore. Crip is one, streams a lot of Hearthstone, but one is a Vine Sauce streamer named Vinny. He is super fun to watch, really chill guy, but he takes art that people make during the stream and posts it at the end of the stream. And I'll be honest, I could tune out for a bit while he's playing and I'll do something else, but when the art segment comes on, I jump up from my seat and I go over to my TV monitor and I'm glued. I love it. It's a wonderful idea, and I'd love to see that here. I don't care if you're a practiced artist or not. I want to put up some WoW themed art, art from, your characters, or maybe a comic of something funny that happened in character, anything. And I'd like to put that on the videos and on the Tumblr. Lastly, and I cannot stress this enough, read the 2 posts. The summer 2015 synopsis and the I'm in the guild now what. Please do that. Submit your title and role description. It really helps so much. That's all I have for you for now. Thanks for, spending some time to listen to me. You guys are super important. Every last one of you. We wouldn't even have come this far without you guys. So I'll make new videos as the information changes, and I will also try to post captions for those of you who may need it. All right, be well, guys. Treat each other well, and I hope to see you in game.